from the news team that's covering the Carolinas. This is Channel 9 Eyewitness News at 5.
Breaking in the last 5 minutes, a double homicide suspect in Charlotte just turned himself in to a CMPD officer.
Vernell Smith Jr. was the subject of a manhunt for nearly a week, and right now he is being interviewed by detectives. He was wanted in the murders of Jacqueline Gordon White and Rufus Gordon in North Charlotte last week. He's charged with 2 counts of murder, rape, kidnapping, and assault on a female. Police are about to hold an update at 5:30. Channel 9 will have a crew there, and we will pass along all new information.
We're also following major breaking developments in another big story, the heartbreaking and tragic death of this 2-year-old shooting victim. In the last hour, Lancaster police told us that they have charged the boy's mother and her boyfriend.
Last night was probably the darkest night in the history of the Lancaster Police Department.
Little Kari Gladden was shot once in the chest at his home last night, and police now have charged this couple. I'm Paul Boyd.
And I'm Allison Lattis. Eyewitness News reporter Greg Susskind is in Lancaster, where a news conference just wrapped up. And Greg, this is an extremely emotional case for officers.
And I'll tell you, you could really see the grief in the police chief's face as he was talking about seeing a 2-year-old child a victim of a gunshot wound. He called it profoundly unnatural and said this child is a victim of extreme negligence. The child's mother, 26-year-old Tony Gladden, and her boyfriend, 18-year-old Shazim. We are live in Lancaster. Greg Susskind, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Greg, thank you. Such a tragic story, one that is repeated across the country too many times every year. According to the CDC, 77 children in the U.S. were killed by accidental shootings in 2015. Advocates for stricter laws say that number is much lower than reality. CDC officials seem to agree. It says their statistics are low because they rely on how coroners classify the incidents on death certificates. We sent out a breaking news alert about this case in the last hour. You can sign up for similar alerts through our WSOC TV app.
More breaking news right now in Concord, where in the last hour, crews were able to cut the flow of water from this water line break after 33 hours. Now the city is passing out bottled water to neighbors. Eyewitness News anchor Liz Foster is live from the water main on Douglas Avenue Northwest and Church Street North. Liz, this was a complicated fix.
It's very complicated. Take a look at what's happening right now. Crews have more than half of this street dug up. You can see more than 15 guys out here working on it. Just in the last 90 minutes, they were able to stop the gushing water after it flowed for more than 30 hours. But take a look at what it looked like just a few hours ago. A city spokesperson told me crews just installed a valve that stopped the water flow so they can actually repair the break in the 16-inch main under Church and Douglas streets.
Police and first responders right now are gathering with families and neighbors across the Carolinas for National Night Out. It comes as Charlotte struggles with a spiking rate of homicides and violent crimes. Eyewitness News reporter Mark Becker is live from one of the events in West Charlotte. Mark, the department spoke with you about the importance of tonight just within the last hour.
Yes, the department, the community leaders, some political leaders, people who live here, all talking about how important this is. They're setting up here in Clanton Park for what figures to be one of the biggest celebrations of the night. That's a police department booth setting up right over there, right over here. The Clanton Park Association, some guys playing basketball right behind them. It all comes at a time when there's a real urgency to come together and stop the violence. Police and city leaders, along with some residents of this West Boulevard corridor, came together to kick off the National Night celebration just an hour ago.